think our athleticism and potential offensively is really exciting. And just overall as a team, I think I'm really happy with our pitching depth and how we've pitched so far early in the season. And with the guys, I think just as a group, just seeing how they are together in the dugout at practice, how well they get along, how just they've got a positive energy all the time, and I think that's been great to see and something that I've been really happy with. Yeah, I think one of the things we've tried to do is we've tried to take weekend trips so we can get out earlier. And we opened up the last weekend in February this year down in Jackson, Tennessee. And I think that's great from, a team building standpoint, because you get guys together on a bus and they're together in the hotels and things like that. And I think that just helps build team chemistry. And it is a challenge because, like we just had a 10-day gap between playing games. And I think we were a little rusty coming out of the gate yesterday just because we haven't been outside really except for a couple practices prior to that yesterday. So, it's really tough to kind of get into a rhythm, get guys seeing the baseball, from an offensive standpoint. Pitchers being able to throw off of a dirt mound instead of being inside. So it's trying to find some consistency early in the season, I think, is the toughest thing about playing in this area. Yeah, I think that's certainly changed over the years. Obviously just getting started out, you're looking for talent, right? You're looking for skills that kind of really flash during games. And that still matters, but I think you're also, looking at how do they interact with their teammates? How do they handle failure? Obviously if they've got some ability, there's going to be good results, but how do they handle striking out with the bases loaded or giving up a home run on the mound? And just seeing how they're able to move on to the next pitch and being able to, deal with those things, because baseball is a game of failure. And if they're not able to handle those things, or they pout, or they're not good teammates, or, we've got guys on our team right now that, some of the things that stood out were, they were the first ones out of the dugout after, when they weren't in the game, maybe in a summer game. And, so some of those things, that really stood out to us because, we're together pretty much every day of the school year, and if they're not good teammates, then it's just going to bring everybody else down. So those types of things matter, on top of, obviously the basic ability things. Yeah, I think that's an ongoing process throughout the year, and it happens at different times for everybody. We've had guys commit in the fall. We've had guys that have committed, after the draft happens in June before. So it's making sure that we're trying to communicate with as many schools as we can. We're fortunate to be able to attend a lot of really good junior college showcases in the fall that really help from an exposure standpoint. And from those showcases, we've been able to develop really positive relationships with four-year schools, which I think has definitely helped us, especially the last 5 or 6 years. So, it's really trying to find out what's going to be the best fit for that player, what they want to do, what their focus is, making sure they have a good academic fit. In some place they're going to have an opportunity to make an impact when they do move on. So there's a lot of moving parts with it, making sure that we're obviously just really focusing on that individual and what's going to be good for that individual, and not just trying to push as many guys to certain schools as we can. It's making sure they're going to find the right fit where they're comfortable and be able to be successful.